And we're back, and we just finished watching 2019's Murder Mystery, starring Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston, in a comedic whodunit that borrows a bit from, I guess, Agatha Christie's The Orient Express.
Yeah.
It's the story of a New York City cop and his wife who have sort of hit a rut in their marriage, and she's the downtrodden wife who can't understand why her husband isn't more telepathic and romantic, and he's kind of just trying to get by, I guess.
He's being cheap.
He's a little embarrassed because he's not as successful at his job
as he'd like to be, and
he wants to do well by his wife, and as a result he ends up kind of getting guilted into fulfilling a promise he made to her, like when they first got married for a European vacation. And now he's got to do it, and then mysterious stranger appears. Suddenly,
on an airplane.
Suddenly, they're on a yacht with an interesting family.
A bunch of people got
hijinks
killed.
ensue, as is going to happen in a
as it's going to happen,
and a murder.
Ooh, a murder mystery. Just as of the title. That's
not a spoiler. It's the title of the movie. Murder mystery. A murder mystery ensues.
So very, very good script. Some predictability, but the pacing was good and the story moved along quickly. It's only 97 minutes. Not on the level of like Paul Feig's Spy, but still, if you are looking for some filler, summer fun kind of entertainment, I highly recommend this movie.
Yeah, it was great. I enjoyed it. If you want to see a real hilarious spy type movie, well, this isn't a spy type movie,
no.
But a comedy in that vein. Spy goes a little bit further than
this.
No,
Spy is just
this was
next level.
This was PG-13.
Yes, this was PG-13, but it's a solid movie.
But it has that. They have sort of a similar tone.
Yes.
I thought the writing
it kind of was in PG-13, depending on what happened when that guy got
Olivia.
When one guy got killed.
No, it was PG-13.
Many people
There was no gore. Somebody got there was a scene where somebody got shot, and even when the person got shot, there wasn't giant blood squibs exploding.
There was multiple shootings, but that's okay.
Okay, but I'm talking about like people getting
wasn't
violently shot.
Yes.
There was shooting, but I think only one person was actually murdered with a gun. Oh, that, yes. Okay.
Well, he actually might have been murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, Jane, what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was really, 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 really good.
What did you like about it?
Everything.
Okay. Who was your favorite character?
Everything.
That's fine.
No.
Who was your favorite character?
Did you enjoy any particular character more than the others?
What about Grace? She had the same name as you.
That doesn't mean that I like
She
her.
was very fashionable.
I don't care about fashion.
That's true.
I like fashion.
Yes, you are the one that likes the fashions.
All right. Well, Olive, did you have
a favorite character?
Good question.
Did you like?
I like Grace because she had nice clothes.
Yes.
They all had nice clothes.
They all had nice clothes. Even Audrey, played by Jennifer Aniston, who's Nick Adams.
I liked her red dress when
towards the end. Yeah.
She just confessed she stole it from a random closet.
Did you have a favorite character?
I like Luke Evans' character.
He was great.
I thought he was good. He was the dashing English billion or nephew of the millionaire in the story, and one of the prime suspects. Even though, like the premise of the movie is this couple, after going on the vacation, they get invited on this yacht, and then murder happens. And somehow they end up being the prime suspects.
Right.
Even though they have absolutely nothing to do with these people. It was just that they were invited by...
the Luke Evans character.
By Luke Evans, Charles...
And it sounded like...
Charles Cavendish, which is a great...
Yes.
A great...
Yeah, it kind of sounds like he was named after some spinach.
Spinach? Yeah.
Or lettuce.
Cavendish? Is that a type of lettuce?
I don't know. Possibly.
It's kind of like cabbage.
Yeah, they get invited, and somehow they end up being the prime suspects in this whole thing, so they have to...
And it's a race against the clock to try to clear their name and figure out who the real killer is.
Who the real killer is, and I enjoyed it. I gotta be honest, I thought everybody did a great job as far as their characters went. Adam Sandler was good. Like I said in a first attempt at this review, I haven't really watched a lot of Adam Sandler's work, and the work that I remember was back when he was pretty much
a one-note character.
A one-note character who was either yelling or making weird noises like. This, he was actually playing a character, and he had very good chemistry with Jennifer Aniston, who was also great in it. Like I said, Luke Evans was fantastic. Gemma Arterton.
Nice to see Terrence Stamp come out of the woodwork.
Terrence Stamp make a great
little appearance.
More of like a cameo, but he was acting up the whole
rich billionaire
who just despises everyone around him. And
despising people.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And as far as the story goes, it was a solid little story.
Yeah, no. I think it kept you guessing. I mean, I think that...
It kept you guessing. In the beginning, I kind of always was like leaning towards, it's a murder mystery. You're going to find out everybody's involved somehow. And in some ways, everybody had their own little motives. There was a definitive perpetrator, but they kept you jumping up until the very end. And like I said, everybody did a good job, and the script was good, and the jokes between Sandler and Aniston were excellent. Just them kind of
riffing off each other,
playing the fish out of water in the whole scenario, and it worked. It really worked. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought everybody did a good job. Yeah.
Okay. I agree. I think it was to me, I'm going to say
it was a solid good thing.
It was a solid good thing. I would say it's a solid 6 out of a scale of 1 to 10.
No, out of a scale of 20.
No, 1 to 10. I would give it a 6. Horrible. It wasn't the funniest thing I've ever seen. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. And like I said, if you're looking for some just mindless summer fun filler to waste an hour and a half about.
What makes you think people can't watch it in winter?
Oh, they can. I mean, we're currently living in the summer, so I'm just saying, if you find yourself with some extra time,
this summer,
I say pick it up. It's currently streaming on Netflix. It's not that old. It came out in 2019. I don't feel like it got a lot of press. We sort of just stumbled on it.
I vaguely recall when it came out, and people were. I remember reading that people were surprised because, like I said, I think a lot of people when they think Happy Madison Productions, they
automatically assume that
they do tend to think of the
that
opera man sort of
thing,
Adam Sandler performances, and
I think this was great. It was thoughtful. I liked the backstories. I mean, even though it's a comedic murder mystery, there were elements of the dynamics of the marriage.
Yeah, there's that.
Having to deal with that, the dealing with kind of honesty in a relationship. I thought that was nice. I mean, it wasn't a big part of this story, but they allude to it. I completely agree. The chemistry between both leads was phenomenal. But then again, these people are professional comedians, right? I mean,
they're comedic actors,
right? So it's almost weird when you see them in more serious things.
Like Punch Drunk Love.
Which is where I fell in love with Adam Sandler, because I have to be honest, I wasn't a fan before that. I saw the trailer for that movie and I was like, I need to see that. And I saw it and I was blown away. He was transcendent in that. He was amazing.
Yeah, he was really good.
He was really, really good.
Uncomfortable.
It's a very uncomfortable role, but he was exceptional in it. And I think same thing with Jennifer Aniston. Again, not a huge fan of the Friends TV show, but she obviously has worked her skill set to the point where she could probably do this with her eyes closed.
Yeah.
She has fantastic timing. All the jokes land, all the chemistry between them work. They're believable as a married couple. Her exasperation with him is very clear. It comes across. And I mean,
they felt genuine. Like,
yes.
Like
yes.
the whole, like when he's making his silly jokes or whatever.
Yeah.
You got the sense that this is a woman that has been with him for a long time, and
has
she likes the silly jokes, but likes giving him some grief about it.
Yeah.
But they really do love each other.
Yes.
It felt genuine.
Yes.
And that it made you want to see this couple succeed. And
You're rooting for them. You're like,
you're
no,
rooting for
please
them
don't get caught.
to get through this ordeal of all these wacky situations, like
yes.
the scene with them under the bed during that
That was funny.
And they're like they're sort of like almost like giggling
Don't give
to
any
each other.
spoilers.
There's no spoilers about what's happening, but they're sort of giggling to each other, and you can see that this is like a couple who were friends and they got married, and that's how I feel like with my wife.
Yes, yeah, we're the best of friends.
It struck.
Yeah.
Struck true to me.
Another thing, so this is supposed to take place in Lake Como and also Spain, and I believe Monaco. And it's kind of interesting because I looked on the IMDb page and it says it was filmed in Quebec, Montreal,
really?
Canada. I thought it was European.
I did too.
I was like, really?
They really went there.
I really did, because I'm like, they are definitely marquee enough actors in this thing that they could potentially go to Europe and film this thing, but apparently it was done in Canada.
Some of that Netflix money.
Yeah, spend it, honey, spend it. But still, decent fare. I really enjoyed it. I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect to like this as much as I did, but it really, again, the jokes really hit. The situations were hilarious. I laughed out loud several times in this movie. Is it going to win awards? No. But,
no comedy like this wins awards.
Yes.
But it's very good. They didn't go lowbrow, and that's a mark of a good film when it can still make you laugh, when they don't really have to go
to that level.
To that level. Going to that level can be hilarious. But this wasn't that kind of film, so I didn't feel disturbed showing this to my kids, watching it with my kids.
Yeah, and I think what would you say, like 10 and up, or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's rated PG-13.
There's some mild cursing in it, I think.
There's some mild cursing.
Sexual situations.
There's like some sexual...
Are you going to read the parent guide?
I wouldn't even say no actual sex or anything like that occurs on screen. There's no real even... I don't even think anybody, kisses on the lips, to be honest.
No.
But there are...
Everything is pretty tame.
Some acted up moments
situations
that are quite funny.
Yes.
But nothing is played serious in any way. Really.
Yes. Scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
I would give it like a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
Interesting. You know what? I was thinking about 7, but then I was like,
To me, 5 is like, meh.
I said 6.
I know, but like 6 is just above 5, and to me it was
just above average.
It was more than above average for me. It was actually like above average means I was sitting there, I smiled. This actually, I sat there, I watched it, I laughed, and I was engaged. And the characters, I like the characters.
Yes.
It never reached a level like where I was just like, oh wow, that's something. Mm-hmm. But not every film needs to do that.
Right.
This was just
popcorn.
It served its purpose.
Yeah.
It entertained me, and for that, I'll give it a 7. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Jane? 1 to 10.
7.50.
7.50. What about you, Olive G?
I would say, plain old 7.
A plain old 7. So I was the most harsh critic here because I gave it a 6. What do you think? What do you guys think? Will there be a sequel?
I don't think so. This doesn't.
I don't know. You never know. He's got like a gajillion-dollar picture deal with them.
I know, but
they consistently sign him. And I can see. I mean,
I don't know.
I think the popularity of something like Knives Out,
Yeah, but
encourages people to do these types of
Knives
movies.
Out would lend itself to a sequel because you have the character,
Right.
Benoit Blanc.
Mm-hmm.
Nick and Audrey.
But you could make a case
I don't see them actively like if they go on another vacation and somebody gets murdered, then it's just like, what? Come on. They're not looking for these murders.
True, but you know what's so funny? While I was watching it, I was like, you know what? They could definitely reprise this role, and exactly that. They could go on another vacation. They can get swept up into something. It was almost like I was watching it, and I was like, they're going to be like the John McClane. They're just going to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and again, they're going to be like chased and accused of doing something bad when it wasn't them. So
I hope they have a nice, peaceful life with no more murders.
Honestly, how do you top that anniversary? That's crazy. Like, what do you do?
There's no way to top that. Don't even try. I mean, they're going to have to start veering into sci-fi.
But yes, very well done. Kudos to Adam Sandler for bringing that to the screen. And yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised. Also surprised that this was only filmed in Montreal. I really thought this was in Europe. It looked European.
They did a great job. Some of those, they look like old European cities with like the little cobblestone streets and the hills.
Yeah, and the
winding back alleys.
The steering wheel on the left-hand side, or what is it? Yeah, left-hand side, right? That's European.
Well, that's just a car.
Oh, still.
But yeah, I enjoyed this movie. It was fun.
Yes, thumbs up. So if you have time to kill and would like to fill it up with just...
Yeah, you're looking for something good on Netflix, and trust me, sometimes it's hard to find something good. Especially even the top 10, you're like, why is this number one? Why is this the number one movie on Netflix?
Yes, this was very fun. Just go in, be entertained, relax, turn off that brain, and enjoy the ride. That's it from us, and we'll come back and review something else very, very soon. Good night.
Good night.
Is it a my turn now?